Namaskar, Keshava Clayton Horton here, and welcome to our asana class today, asana while fasting. This asana class is based on the yoga of Ananda Marga, based on Shri Ánandamúrti's principles, and Rájádhirája yoga of the ancient sage Aṣṭāvakra. We'll be practicing asana today that will focus on the detoxification of the internal organs in the digestive system and the activation and strengthening of the chakras, which has a distinct relationship with the glands of the body and the endocrine system and the proper secretion of hormones. And we'll be activating the lymphatic system today also. The postures that we'll be doing today are a sequence of postures to assist you in your fasting, to make your fasting experience more effective, enjoyable, and meaningful. The first exercise that we will be working with is Uddayana Mudrá. We'll be exhaling completely and holding the breath out, external breath hold, and drawing the navel in towards the spine as much as possible and holding it for 8 seconds. Let me demonstrate it and we'll do it together a couple times. I'll lift my shirt up a little bit so you can see what's happening here. I'll inhale. Exhale completely. Bring the hands onto the knees. Exhale out the mouth, all the air out. Then draw the navel in towards the spine strongly. And inhale. Free breathing for a few breaths. And we'll do one more time. Okay, maybe 2. Okay, inhale fully. You can lift the arms up, big inhale. Exhale everything out. And hold the breath out. Draw the navel in and up. And inhale. Okay, very good. Let's try one more time. Exhale completely, everything out the mouth. Hands on the knees, draw the navel in towards the spine. And inhale. Okay, excellent. That exercise cultivates digestive fire and helps to eliminate toxins in the digestive system. And again, that slight pressure on the abdominal cavity puts pressure on the internal organs that are responsible for detoxification and elimination of toxins. And while we're fasting, a lot of this detoxification is going on, so we want to assist that and make that happen and support that. Next, we have Padmásana. Please watch, and then we'll do it together. Okay. I'll lie down on my back, and we'll be holding the breath externally during this pose. I'll lie down on my back, the arms overhead. Inhale, and exhale, sit up. Come forward, grab the big toes. Hold the breath out. Pulling on the toes. 8 seconds. Inhale, come up. And release. Okay, everybody ready? Lie down on your back. Inhale the arms up and over. Inhale here. Breathing through the nose. Exhale, sit up. Grab the big toes. Pull on the big toes. Forehead to the knees. Hold the breath out. Inhale, come up. And release. Lie back down. We'll do one more round. Arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. Sit up. Grab the big toes. Exhale fully. Strong lower belly. Hold the breath out. Inhale, release. And come up. Very good. You can do this posture up to 8 times. Okay. Next we have Bhastrikásana. Lie down on the back and bring the right knee in towards the chest. Exhale, bring the right knee into the chest and hold, external breath hold for 8 counts, all right? So do this with me now. Lie down on the back, squeeze the right knee in towards the chest, exhale all the air out and hold the breath out for 8 seconds. Inhale, release. Now let's do the left leg. Exhale, left knee in towards the chest. Squeeze the knee in towards the chest. Exhale all the air out and hold the breath out. External breath hold. Inhale, release. And exhale, relax. Free breathing for a breath or 2. Now to finish off the round, we'll bend both knees in towards the chest, okay? Inhale. Exhale, both knees in towards the chest. Squeeze the knees in towards the chest. The head can be on the ground or towards the knees. Hold the breath out. 8 seconds. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Inhale, release. And lie down and relax. Free breathing for a while here. Let's do one more round. You can do up to 8 rounds of this if it's appropriate. Inhale. Exhale the right knee in towards the chest and hold the breath out. External breath hold. Inhale, release. Let's do the left knee. Inhale. Exhale the knee in towards the chest. Hold the breath out. Inhale, release. And relax. Now to finish off the round, let's bring both knees in towards the chest. Inhale. Exhale, both knees in towards the chest. Hold the breath out. Hold the knees in, squeeze. And inhale, release. And let's relax in Shavasana, the dead pose here, just on our back for a few breaths. Relax the whole body. Feel your body's energy. And inhale, come up. And I'll describe and demonstrate our next posture in the fasting sequence. I do want to mention and remind everybody that it's important for you to check with your doctor before you practice yoga and your acharya to make sure that the postures are appropriate for you with your constitution and your present health condition. The next pose is similar. We put a lot of pressure on the digestive system. The kidneys are massaged nicely just like they were in the last pose. But this pose is done with an internal breath hold. Utkśepa Mudrá it's called. And it's often suggested that we do this first thing in the morning, not just while fasting, anytime. Okay? So maybe before you jump up and turn that alarm clock off, do a few rounds of this pose. It's really great for your digestion and to cultivate digestive fire and the health of the internal organs that I spoke of earlier. Okay? So let me demonstrate the pose and we'll do it a couple times together, okay? Lie down on your back. Exhale. And inhale the knees in towards the chest. Both of them will hold the knees in towards the chest on an inhale, okay? So exhale. Inhale the knees in. Hold the breath with the chest full of air. Squeeze the knees into the chest. 8 seconds. And exhale. Relax. For a few breaths here, relaxing. Okay, let's do it together now. Everybody lie down. Exhale, Utkśepa Mudrá. Inhale the knees in towards the chest, big inhale. Hold the breath with the chest full of air and squeeze the knees into the chest. 8 seconds. Exhale, release. Relaxing, free breathing. Okay, final round here. Exhale, Utkśepa Mudrá. Inhale the knees into the chest and squeeze and hold. And exhale. Relax here for a few breaths on your back. Feel that digestive fire and the cultivation of energy in the belly. We just did on the last 3 poses. Inhale. Let's sit up here. Next pose is Janushirásana, the classic head to knee pose. We'll be doing this pose with the external breath hold. Watch me, I'll demonstrate, and then we'll do it all together a couple times. Okay, we'll bend the right knee first. Bring the heel in towards Muladhara chakra. Get the sit bones on the ground, lengthen the spine. Grab the left foot with both hands. Exhale, head to knee, look towards the navel. Hold the breath out for 8 seconds. Inhale, release, come up. Then we'll do the other side. Okay, everybody ready? So let's do Janushirásana together. Bend the right knee. Bring the sole of the right foot to the inside of the right leg. Heel towards Muladhara chakra, the base of the spine and center. Grab the left foot with both hands. Get those sit bones on the ground. Grab the foot. Exhale forward, hold the breath out. Head to knee, look to the navel, and pull on the foot. Inhale, come up, release. And change sides. Left knee bent. Heel towards the base of the spine, Muladhara chakra. Let's grab that left foot with both hands. Exhale forward, head to knee. Exhale out, hold the breath out, look to the navel. Pull on the foot. Inhale, release, come up. Exhale the left leg out in front. We'll change sides, do one more round. Okay, right knee bent. Grab the left foot. Exhale forward, head to knee, Janushirásana. Hold the breath out. Exhale completely and fully, look at the navel. Hold, pull on the foot. Inhale, come up. Exhale, straighten that right leg, and let's do left leg. This will be our last round. You can do up to 8 rounds of this pose. Grab the foot. Exhale forward, head to knee. Hold the breath out, deep exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Okay, very good. Next pose is Matsyendrásana, sometimes called Matsyendrásana. We'll twist. This is a spinal twist, obviously applying a lot of pressure on the internal organs, helping to release toxins from the digestive system. Let's bend the right knee. Watch me do it first, and then we'll do it together a couple times. We'll twist to the left first. By bending the right knee, bring the right heel to Muladhara chakra, base of the spine area. This is the advanced version. More easier version is to put the right heel to the left hip if you're not that flexible. you have a big belly or something. You don't have that long arms, okay? Let's see, I'll kind of turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing here. I have my right heel, base of the spine, or outside of the hip is an easier version for modification. All right, so I'll put the left foot on the outside of the right knee. I'll lift the chest and bring the right arm on the outside of the left arm. I'm pressing this left knee to the right with my left hand to get into the pose. And I grab the left big toe knuckle with my right hand. The eye of the elbow, this part of the elbow is facing forward. You bring the left hand around the back towards the navel. Lift the chest, shoulders down, look straight back. Free breathing in this pose. Free breathing for about 8 breaths. Okay, exhale, release, and we will do the other side. Now let's do this all together, okay? So bend the right knee and have your right knee pointed forward. I'm going to turn in the same direction so you can see what's going on here. Heel to Muladhara chakra or the outside of the hip. Put the left foot on the outside of the left knee. Arm on the outside of the knee. Lift the chest, press the knee away. Grab the big toe knuckle, and let's do this first side together. Left hand to the navel, towards the navel. Lift the chest, press the knee away, spinal twist. Draw the navel towards the spine. Look back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Look forward, exhale, release. We should hold the pose about 30 seconds, but I'm just counting 8 breaths because I'm not staring at my watch, okay? Now let's do the other side. I'll turn the other way so you can see what I'm doing. With the left knee bent, the left knee is pointed forward. I'm going to bring my left heel to the base of the spine, Muladhara chakra area, or easier version is to put the heel outside the hip. Okay, now put the right foot on the outside of the left knee. Lift up the chest and bring this right rib cage up and back. Bring the left arm on the outside of the right knee as you press the right knee to the left with the right hand. Yes. Grab that big toe knuckle. Lift the chest even more. Here we go, twisting. Look back. Press this left knee down. Bring the hand to the navel. Look back. 1. Free breathing. 2. Still the eyes and soften your face. 3. Maybe press that left knee down towards the ground a bit. 4. 5. 6, 7, and 8. Exhale, release. Lie down on your back for just a moment in Shavasana to rest between poses here. Again, we're fasting and we don't have that much mojo. We want to really bring our energy back into the body and keep the nervous system and the mind calm. Okay, pick the feet up off the ground, cross the ankles with the arms on the outsides, grab the feet, exhale, rock back, and like we're riding a motorcycle, inhale, roll up to seated. Put the hands in front of the feet but underneath the knees. Inhale forward and up with the hips. It's like we're jumping back to Chaturanga. Exhale, lie down on the belly for our next pose. And actually come onto your elbows. This is Sphinx pose, okay? This is a nice way to get ready for our next pose. Sphinx pose, my elbows are right underneath the shoulders, okay? So you stay in Sphinx pose and I'll demonstrate the next pose called Dhanurásana, the bow pose, all right? This pose, we keep the navel on the ground, it's a back bend and there's a lot of nice pressure on the abdominal cavity and it brings some nice flexibility and stretching to the spine. Stimulates digestion as well. Okay, so watch. I'll pick the feet up and with the hands on the outsides of the ankles, I'll grab the the ankles. Try to bring the feet and knees towards themselves. The shoulder blades are back and down. We hold this pose for 8 seconds on the inhale. So I'm going to inhale, lift up, keep the navel on the ground, shoulders back, chin forward, press the feet up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. Exhale, release. Put the hands here and turn the head to the side and rest. We'll do it a couple times, okay? All right, so let's do it. Dhanurásana, the bow pose. Pick the feet up, bend the knees. Grab your ankles. Bring the feet together, knees together. Squeeze the shoulder blades back towards themselves. Chin forward, here we go. Inhale up and hold the breath for 8 seconds. Keep the navel on the ground. Look down the nose to a spot on the floor. And exhale, release. Put the hands underneath the head, turn the head to the side and relax. Free breathing. Let's do one more time here. Okay. Pick the feet up, bend the knees, grab the ankles. Feet together, knees together, lift the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades back, and press the feet up, keep the navel on the ground, look forward. Inhale up and hold the breath. And exhale, release. Turn the head to the other side and relax here for a few breaths, free breathing. Okay, very good. Put the hands underneath the shoulders. Curl the toes under. Press down with the toes. Slide forward and up into upward dog. Straight arms. Lift up the chest. Lift the navel up by grounding the base of the thumbs. Lift the chin. Now exhale, put the knees onto the ground. Curl the toes under and we'll go to downward dog. Just for an exhale here. Then walk forward and sit down and watch me do this next pose I'll describe. It's called Ágneyii Mudrá, Ágneyii, related to fire, digestive fire of the Manipura chakra. Now, this Manipura chakra, the element associated with it is fire. That's how this mudra gets its name. So we'll lie down on our back and we'll bring our attention in our mind's eye, focusing with our intention, ideating, as we say, on the navel chakra, navel area. Manipura chakra, it's back towards the spine, the navel area. So we'll bring our attention there and inhale very slowly through the nose. And then quickly exhale. So it's like this. I'm lying down on my back. My attention's at the navel center. I'm relaxing with a big long inhale through the nose. And very quickly exhaling through the nose. Okay. And we'll do that several times together. Okay, so everybody lie down on your back and close your eyes. Bring your attention to Manipura chakra, the navel center, navel area. Back towards the spine. You can even imagine an upward pointing dark red triangle, element of fire. Okay. Inhale slowly and fully through the nose with your attention at Manipura chakra. And a quick exhale through the nose. And let's repeat this 6 more times together. 6 or 7 more times on your own, okay? Long, slow inhale. Rapid exhale through the nose. Several more times by yourself. I'm doing it with you. Take a few rest breaths in between if you like. One more time. Okay, very good. Inhale, come up. Next pose is Sarváungásana, the classic shoulder stand pose. Sarváungásana, all limbs pose. This pose is focusing on the throat chakra and the thyroid gland. Blood from the legs and torso is brought into the head and brain and the thyroid gland. So if we bring our attention and relax the throat, bring our attention to the throat chakra area and relax the throat, we get maximum benefit from this posture. So I'll demonstrate how to come into it, and then we'll go into it together, and we'll hold the pose about 15 breaths. Eventually, you can hold this pose for 25, 30, 40 breaths, as many as you like, as long as you're comfortable and not stressing and straining. But it does take some strength, and it takes a while to build up for this. So like I say, we'll do just 15 breaths today in this class. So watch me. I'll lie down on my back, and I'll bring the legs up and back behind me into Halasana plow pose. Okay. The feet come onto the ground, but if they don't come onto the ground, you're not that flexible, immediately bring the hands to the waist to support your legs as they go up. Otherwise, interlace your fingers and straighten the arms to bring the elbows close, and wiggle the shoulder blades towards the spine one at a time for maximum support of your spine. Now everybody bend the elbows now and bring the hands flat to the lower back, and we'll lift up, okay? And we look up at the toes. Okay, so if you were just watching the demonstration, let me talk you into it now. Lie down on the back. Inhale the legs straight up. If this pose is too challenging for you, just hold the legs up in this modified position. Everybody come into plow pose. Interlace those fingers if you're not up already. Straighten the arms, bring the elbows close. Wiggle the shoulder blades towards the spine. With the elbows on the ground, bend the elbows and bring the hands, palms flat to the mid-back spine, and lift the legs straight up. Straight up means that the feet are on top of the hips, okay? So look up at your toes, soften the throat. I'll count out 15 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, easy free breathing, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, come on down if you need to, but just a couple more breaths. 14, and 15. Exhale the legs back into Halasana plow pose. Feet on the ground or towards the ground. And then bend the knees towards the ears. And then we'll roll up to a seated position. Cross your ankles like we rolled up earlier. Roll up to a seated position. And then the appropriate counter pose is the fish mudra. Okay, but today, since we're teaching online and no teacher is there in person to help you, we'll do an adaptation of this pose, which I call upward facing lotus. So come into this easy seated posture, or lotus or half lotus, and bring the hands behind you, fingers together, hands behind about 1 foot or so, 10 inches. And then with the chest lifted and knees down towards the ground, elbows and shoulders back, bring the neck back to a comfortable position and lift the chin. And breathe freely and slowly through the nose, puffing up the chest, stretching out the front of the throat, really activating the glands in the throat, glands and all of the subglands and the lymphatic tracts and nodes. Activating Anahata heart chakra with our big breath. like a sunflower receiving pranic energy from the sun and the cosmos. A couple more breaths. Make it comfortable, make it feel good, don't stress or strain. Okay, and he'll come up. Very good. And let's sit for a moment with eyes still or eyes closed. Just be still and observe your breath, observe your body's energy. Just breathing slowly through the nose. Okay, slowly open up your eyes. One more pose in the sequence before we start our massage at the end of the class. This next pose is called Shasháungásana, the rabbit pose. Watch me demonstrate it, and then we'll do it together a couple rounds. This pose is done with the internal breath hold. I'll come onto my knees and with the heels up, toes curled under, I'll sit back on my heels. I'll grab my heels and I'll bring the forehead and eyes down to the knees. Okay? Exhale the head down. Put the head on the knees, head on the ground. Now inhale, lift up the hips and hold. Close the eyes and bring your attention to the center of the brain. The head is on the ground, the hips are lifted. Hold the breath for 8 seconds. And exhale, release, and come out of it. Let me explain once again, just so that we make sure and do it correctly. Exhale down, put the head on the ground and the eyes to the knees, or forehead to the knees, head on the ground. And keep the head on the ground. Inhale, lift up the hips and hold the breath in. Inhale up, roll onto the top of the head with the hips going up towards the ceiling, and hold the breath with the internal breath hold for 8 seconds. Then release, okay? So let's do it if you haven't. Let's come into it together, all right? Heels up. Sit on the heels, toes curled under, grab the heels. Exhale the head down onto the ground by bringing the forehead and or eyes or eyebrows onto the knees. And here we go. Inhale, lift up the hips, roll onto the top of the head. Hold the breath 8 seconds. And release, exhale. Okay, let's rest for a second. The tops of the feet on the ground, hands on the knees. This pose stimulates the pineal gland at the top of the head. Actually, it's the center of the brain, but associated with the crown chakra. Also, other glands and subglands in the brain, center of the brain area. That's why we have our attention in towards the center of the brain during this pose. The pituitary gland is slightly pressurized to activate it as well. This pituitary gland is associated with the third eye, the Ajna chakra. Okay. Let's do one more round, okay? Let's curl the toes under, lifting the heels. Grab the heels. Exhale the top of the head on the ground, forehead to the knees, or eyebrows or eyeballs to the knees. And then inhale, lift up the hips, roll on the top of the head, hold the breath on an internal breath hold. And release. Okay, come to an easy seated position here. So with all those postures in the sequence that we just did, we applied slight pressure on the abdominal cavity, helping to stimulate the detoxification of the digestive system and to squeeze out some toxins of those organs of elimination, like the liver, the spleen, and the kidneys. Also, we've activated the lymphatic system. This is our body's sewage system. And the lymphatic system has veins and tracts, actually, and nodes concentration of this lymph. Lymph is actually food for the glands, but it's also our body's sewage system. And like the heart, the circulatory system has the heart to pump the blood around, but the lymphatic system doesn't have a pump. We need to move the body to get the lymph to move, and we can also get the lymph to move by massage. So we'll go through a gentle massage, self-massage sequence, which is actually a very important part of Hatha Yoga. It's important to do this at the end of your asana or meditation. It relaxes the nervous system, gets the lymph to move, it massages sebaceous glands, oil back into the skin, and minerals back into the skin. Okay? All right, so we'll first start with the hands on top of the head. And massage and bring the hands forward, slide the hands forward, down the forehead, back of the head, top of the head, to the forehead several times. You'll notice in this asana sequence we did many postures to activate the first, second, and third chakras. Then we did our back bending poses like Dhanurásana and the upward facing lotus to open up the chest and throat. The throat chakra got activated also by the shoulder stand, and the 6th and 7th chakras and the glands in the head got stimulated with the rabbit pose. So it's a nice little complete sequence. Now let's move on to massaging the eyebrows from the center outwards. And not only are we activating the lymphatic system and relaxing muscles, but we're also activating the vagus nerve, which is one of the largest nerves in the body. It's associated with involuntary actions like breathing and heart rate, digestion, relaxation, and reproduction also. So we've rubbed the eyebrows outwards many times. Now with the pointer fingers, in between the eyelids and the eyebrows, in the upper part of this eye, let's press here and massage the temples, the sides of the head, and then down the ears, down the sides of the ears, and around the ears. This is some of the beginning points of the vagus nerve, okay? Watch me if you don't understand. Below the eyebrows, above the eyelids, on the inside of the skull here, the inside of the forehead, pressing there, massaging around to the temples, down the sides of the ear, and up and over the ear. Let's massage the bottom of the ear where it meets that jawbone. That's an important point too. Let's do this again. Fingers underneath the eyebrows, out towards the temples, massaging the temples. That feels great. Then down the sides of the ears, up and over the ear, behind the ear. Okay, excellent. Next, these are the pointer fingers. Stick the pointer fingers in the ears, gently, and rotate, twist a little bit. And right above the ear hole, there's another small hole. Rub your fingers inside the hole, around the ear. There are many acupressure points here. Let's actually massage the ears, squeeze the ears, and pull on the ears. Pull on the ears, massage up the sides of the ears. That's where many of these acupuncture points are. Many glands in the body, organs in the body, all right? Okay, next, let's rub the hands together. Create some good heat. Hot palms placed on the eyelids. Close the eyes. Very, very relaxing. Look forward, out into the cosmos of your hands. Excellent. Let's do that a couple more times. Rub the hands together. Create some heat. And place on the eyelids. Oh yeah, feels very nice. Very relaxing to the nervous system. One more time. hands on the eyelids, looking out into infinity. And release. One more time, rub the palms together, create some good heat in the hands. And palms over the eyelids, looking out into infinity. Very relaxing for the eyes and the nervous system. And release. Okay, fantastic. Next exercise, we'll sides of the hands to the bridge of the nose. And with the sides of the hands down the nose a few times, massaging down the sides of the nose. Very good. And underneath the eyes, down the cheeks, chin and the neck, down the eyes, below the eyes, the cheeks, down the face, down the neck a few times. Very good. Now the mustache with the fingers in the direction of the hair, out and down, several times, right underneath the nose, and down the mustache. Very good. Now hands down to the chin, down the sides of the lips and mouth, down the chin. Excellent. And now the thumbs underneath the jaw, underneath the chin, towards the ears. Lots of lymph nodes and saliva glands under here. Tip of the chin, thumbs under the chin to the jaw, several times. Very nice. Massage under the ear a little bit, where the ear meets the jaw. It's a very important point right there. Okay. Now with the palms of the hands, the neck, to the back of the neck. Back of the neck. Front of the neck to the back of the neck. Good. Now left elbow up. We'll massage underneath the left arm, down the armpit. There is a large concentration of lymphatic nodes in the armpit. Massage down the arm, all the way down the armpit to the side of the breast. Very good. And now the shoulder, left shoulder, back of the neck, left shoulder. There's some important muscles on that shoulder blade area that need to be touched and liberated. Okay, massaging down the shoulder, front of the shoulder, down the left arm. Lots of meridians here on the arm. And the elbow. Massage the elbow, the front, the eye of the elbow we call it. It's important to massage these joints to get the fluid moving, to prevent arthritis and stiffness. Back of the elbow. Do it. Back of the elbow. And now down the left forearm. Massage those carpal muscles in the direction of the hair, down the arm. Don't want pain in the wrists, do you? Massage it out. And massage the left wrist. Top of the left hand. Left palm. Massage the base of that thumb a lot. Feels very good. Squeeze the base of the thumb area. Now massage the fingers and thumb, twisting and turning, not pulling, but twisting. Each and every finger, equal attention and love. Okay, very good. Now left elbow up, left elbow up. And we're going to hold hands behind the back. Maybe use a towel or a strap or a belt. Put the strap, towel, or belt in the left hand. And then right arm back behind you. I bet you've done this before. Hold hands. Sometimes easier said than done, okay? And big breath in the chest. Move around a tiny bit. Be careful, don't overdo it. You can look up if you want. Stay connected to your breathing. And release. Now we'll do all that on the the right arm up. Right arm up. Down the underneath of the arm, down the armpit, all across the armpit, all the way down to the side of the breast. Lots of lymph nodes in here. Sometimes we feel it swollen when we have some pathogenic infection or flu, virus, cold. Okay, now top of the shoulder and back of the neck. One of my all-time favorites, back of the neck. I even lean back a little bit. Oh yeah. And then down the shoulder. Let's connect with those little muscles on the shoulder blade area, the teres major, teres minor. Sometimes they are loaded and so needy for some love. Okay, now down the shoulder, down the arm, tricep, bicep squeezing, to the elbow, eye of the elbow, back of the elbow, right forearm, in the direction of the hair, right wrist, top of the right hand, squeeze the base of the thumb area like this. Some classic acupressure exercise. Now palm of the hand, squeeze the base of that thumb, mound of Jupiter. And now let's massage the right fingers, twisting, not pulling, but twisting. Equal love and attention to every finger. Okay, excellent. Now it's time for the chest. In towards the center line of the body. Collarbone and neck, top of the chest inwards, top of the breast, underneath the breast, side of the breast, towards the heart. Okay, both sides, front of the neck and collarbone area, top of the breast and pectoral, towards the sternum, side of the breast, under the breast, towards the heart, Anahata chakra area, the front of the body. Okay, good. Now the torso. Let's press down with the thumbs. It's one of my favorites. Down with the thumbs. Sternum on down. Okay. Now the belly out. Torso and belly out. Outwards from the navel and center line. Good. Massage just above the pubic bone, hip bones, iliacus bones. Now we're going to get down onto that left leg. Maybe undo your legs a little bit. Sit on a pillow if you want to, if you haven't already. Okay, now let's massage the very top of this left leg, really getting into the groin area. It's loaded with lymphatic nodes and tracts in this area. Okay. Massage the top of those leg muscles also. You may find a surprise muscle that needs some love. Okay, now down the leg, underneath the leg, side of the leg. This IT band. So always needs some love, the IT band, those muscles underneath it. Oh, wow. Gracilis muscle inside. Squeeze it in the direction of the hair. Okay, now the knee. Let's straighten the knee a little bit and put your hands, fingers around the kneecap and roll it around a bit. Get things moving under there. Now right in front of the kneecap, press that area, acupuncture point. Move the knee forward and back as you do that. Okay. And now thumbs underneath the knee. Thumbs underneath the knee, up and forward massaging. Up and forward, the very crease of the knee. This is a magical exercise for the knees. There's so much compression in our knees sometimes. This is really liberating. You might find a ligament that is crying out for some attention. Okay, now down the shins, especially this area, the outside of the shin. This is a very important area in traditional Chinese medicine. Squeeze and press here. Down the shin. Massage the inside calf muscle area. Down the shin in the direction of the hair. Yeah. to the ankle. Both sides of the ankle, around the ankle. Squeeze the heel. Top of the foot. Arch of the foot. Sole of the foot. Balls of the feet. Get into it for a second here. Now, guess what's next? The toes. Squeezing, turning. This little piggy went to the market. Squeezing, turning. Everyone getting love. And now the right leg. Change legs. Very top of the right leg. Really giving the inner groin attention. A lot of attention. Inner groin area. And then down the side of the leg. Inside of the leg. And the kneecap. Bend the knee a tiny bit, give some support underneath. Kind of rotate it around. Right under the patella, bend the knee a little bit, press right here. Move the hip back and forth a little bit. Yep. Okay, now thumbs underneath. Up and forward, up and forward. Crease, very crease back of the knee. Both thumbs up and forward. This has really rescued me on both knees. When I've hurt both knees, I've been able to press here and reduce inflammation and tension in the knee. Okay. Sides of the shin, especially this outside bit here. Squeeze and press these muscles all the way down in the direction of the hair. Give the calf some attention. And then down the inner shin here, onto the ankle. Both sides of the ankle, around inner and outer ankle. You're doing great. Keep it up. Now onto the heel, squeeze the heel. All around. Top of the foot. Arch with the thumbs. Now the balls of the feet. And onto the toes. Squeezing and turning. Saying hello to everyone down there. Very good. Okay, everybody. Fantastic. Now we're ready for our final relaxation. A pose called Shavasana, the dead pose. Okay. So lie down on your back. Maybe cover yourself up with a blanket. Let the feet fall out to the side. Arms at your sides, palms turned up. Back of the head on the ground. Close the eyes. Free breathing. Take a few big inhales. And exhale, relax. Completely surrender to gravity. Soften the throat, face, the forehead. Soften the lower belly, relax the fingers and toes. Stay here for several minutes. I'll lie here with you in Shavasana, and then we'll come out of it in just a moment. Feel free to stay longer if you like. Sometimes we really need a long Shavasana to allow the heart rate to slow down, the mind to quiet down. I like to bring my attention to the third eye center point. I try to keep my attention there, between the eyebrows, as consciousness and my body's energy collects there in a very beautiful, beautiful way. Okay, let's bring the left knee in towards the chest. Roll onto your right side. Stay there for a breath or two. Not necessarily in a hurry to get up. And slowly come to a seated position. So this concludes our video here. Chakra Shodhana, awakening, strengthening, and harmonizing the chakras all up and down the spinal axis, as we did with all these asanas that we practiced today, to help the chakras connect with the glands in a way that the glands secrete the correct amount of hormones for our emotional and mental stability. We have activated the lymphatic system with our postures and the massage, and we have some muscular relaxation from the postures. And the asanas have also, many of them, placed some pressure on the abdominal cavity to help our detox of the digestive tract and to purify the internal organs. Be sure and hit the like button, subscribe, and check out our website and Facebook page, and maybe in the description box, announcements on upcoming fasting online events, natural yogic treatment. I'm Keshava Clayton Horton. Thanks for joining. Stay healthy, stay inspired. Namaskar.